See, after a certain stage, winning wasn't a possibility. I mean, Bennett had a good chance to score a century. Bennett had a good chance to score a century. A century in the World Cup is always special. Why your batters didn't give him a chance to score a century? Bennett is turned down 97.
Yeah, I'm Bennett.
Yeah, you started on 97. When you started on 97, I was asking why your batters didn't help you to get the save.
Obviously, yeah, it would have been nice, but listen, cricket's just like that sometimes, and not always you're going to get to that landmark. So, look, just grateful for today to get out there and put on a good innings. Sad we couldn't get over the line, but yeah, 250 is always going to be a tough one to win. So yeah.
I mean, you were able to score runs at one end. Why wasn't it possible at the other end to make runs?
I just told them when they came in, listen, if you see the ball, just hit the ball. I think don't worry about what I'm on. Don't worry about me. Just you do your thing, and then that's what the conversations are about.
Hi Brian, could you just talk us about the passage of play against Bumrah, and especially that shot over long on where he sort of followed you and you were able to connect it and hit it over long on?
Yeah, I think Josh was always going to be a tough one to face, first time facing him. Obviously a top-class, world-class bowler. So my thought process was just watch the ball as close as I can and just let my body do reactions. So, and yeah, the ball was in my zone and I just hit it.
Well played today, but when India scored 256, such a mammoth total, what was the talk between the break within the team like? When, of course, it's the highest in this World Cup and second highest in the World Cup history so far. So what was going through in the mind? I mean, of course, it comes to if it's too high or how to.
Yeah, definitely. I think chasing 250, 260 is always going to be very tough. The chats will just go out there and express yourself. Don't worry too much about the scoreboard. Just be you, play to your strengths, and if it comes off, it comes off. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And today it didn't come off like we wanted to. But yeah, look, listen, 250 is always going to be a tough one to chase.
Bennett, well played. It's been a dream tournament for you personally, and you played a crucial part in team coming this far. Could you just reflect on your tournament? You've just got not only once, the tournament you've had.
Yeah, obviously very grateful. We've done a lot of preparation up to this World Cup, and thankfully for myself, it's sort of paid off. But yeah, look, listen, I just try go through my daily processes, not try to think too much about how I'm going to get the runs. Just when I'm out there, just sort of have a clear mind, clear head, and not think too much. And yeah, I think it's sort of paying off at the moment.
Brian, hard luck today. When you don't play oppositions like India that often, for you to come out and score so effortlessly against the likes of Jasprit Bumrah and Varun, just talk us about those challenges, because even the players who kind of play them regularly find really hard to pick them up, but you were kind of quite effortless while you were batting there in the middle. So just talk about your challenges facing Bumrah and taking Varun and everyone on.
Yeah, I think obviously we did our homework. We got video analysis on where they're strong and where they miss. So yeah, obviously facing those guys, it's a lot of sort of you want to take that opportunity to do well and show sort of the world what you can do. And yeah, listen, I just try to do the simple things better. That is watching the ball, keeping a clear mind, and yeah, today it came off against those bowlers.
Brian, the Bumrah shot was when you were backing away to hit over the top. You've also had a scoop towards the end of the innings. So those kinds of shots, when do you decide to play them, and how confident are you with executing those kinds of tough shots?
I think it's obviously you practice those shots in the nets leading up to tournaments like this and leading up to games like this. And the field normally tells you where the bowler's going to look to bowl. So the scoop was, I sort of knew he was going to go pace on Yorkers, so I thought that's a good option with fine leg and third man up. Yeah, and it's just literally keeping that clear mind. Like I said, the field will sort of tell you where the bowler's looking to bowl. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hi, this is Shashank from Pune. Here. Okay. So looking at the present point table, you have done wonderful upsets to reach up to this stage. More or less the equation is crystallized. So are you going after this World Cup with happy memories, or you feel that job left unfinished?
Yeah, obviously, I think it's the first time us as Zimbabwe has qualified to the Super 8. So obviously, there's been a lot of highs in the tournament so far, and for that we're grateful. And look, listen, we've got one more game against South Africa. We're going to try and learn as much as possible. I think we've learned a lot from the last 2 games against West Indies and India today. So now it's mainly just about learning and looking where we can improve as a team and as individuals as well. So yeah, look, listen, out and out disappointing past 2 games, but I think there's a lot of learning that's been done, and hopefully it'll better us in the future.
Brian, very good score today you have made, just missed only your century. But do you think that it was just a replica of the the West Indies match you played at Mumbai? Because there also you won the toss and West Indies scored 254 runs. Here also you won the toss and gave us the batting and they scored 256. Don't you think it was just a coincidence? You could have batted first because your today batting was really brilliant and you could have scored 200 runs plus. So why not you selected the team to bat first?
I'm not the captain. I think the captain decided to bowl first. I think that was the plan all along, was to bowl first and try to restrict them. And yeah, that was our plan throughout. So yeah, it didn't come off today. We got 250 and it's always going to be tough to chase.
You have been dismissed just once in this tournament. Like as an opener, it's kind of unheard of. So, how do you define the role of an anchor in T20 cricket, and how do you do it? If you can just go through the process of it, like how have you done it?
Like I said earlier, it's just focusing on what I can do, the simple things better. Obviously, to give Zimbabwe a good start on the power play, and then sort of just carry on that momentum throughout the middle periods with the likes of Raza, the guys who can hit the big sixes and stuff. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's too much of an anchor role. I think I do go out there and try play positive cricket and try sort of get at those higher strike rates. But yeah, look, listen, this tournament's sort of been, I think Sri Lanka was a bit different where the wickets weren't as good as they are here. So maybe that lower strike rate came into play. But yeah, look, listen, I wouldn't say it's too much of an anchor role, but I just try to do the simple things better.
Hi Brian, tough luck today. Talking about the anchor role and all that, you hit some big sixes as well. Can you talk us through your preparation in terms of power hitting? How have you developed that part of your game?
I don't really do much power hitting. I think for me is more of a stroke play. I try to get into good positions, which enables me to sort of get those sixes. I think if I'm in a strong position and can get my hands through the ball, that gives me the best chance to hit those sixes.